Hi, third grade. This is Mrs. Renelay. Today for ELA, we are going to practice asking and answering questions to demonstrate our understanding of a text. We will practice both asking questions and answering questions to show we understand a text. Today we're going to be reading about the state of Indiana. We have been talking about our community and how it was established with its founders and settlers. Today we're going to explore more about our state and practice the 4 steps to how to attack a question. How to attack a question. Step 1. Use keywords to find out what you are looking for. That means we put a box around our question word. Step 2. Find clues to determine exactly what the question asks. Step 3. Find evidence in the text to support your answer. Step 4. Use clue words from the question to write your answer. Let's look at some examples together. This page is from the text that you're going to read today. This example is talking about the location of Indiana. Question 1 says, which lake is near Indiana? I'm going to practice using my attack the question steps to find evidence to answer this question. Which lake is near Indiana? Step 1. Use keywords to find out what we're looking for. I need to put a box around my question word. Which? That means I'm looking for something out of a selection. Okay. Step 2. Find clues to define exactly what the question asks. Which what? Well, I better go back to my question. Which lake? Okay. It also says which lake is near Indiana. That means I need to be looking for a lake that is close to the state of Indiana. Step 3. Find evidence in the text to support my answer. I better get my highlight tool ready. Our text says Indiana is one of America's Midwest states. It's located in the north-central United States. Indiana is also one of the Great Lakes states. Oh, I saw the word lake. I better pay attention. A small part of northern Indiana borders Lake Michigan. Oh, I heard the word lake again. The state of Michigan forms the rest of Indiana's northern border. To the east is Ohio, and to the west is Illinois. On the south, across the Ohio River, is Kentucky. Indianapolis, the state capital, lies along the White River in central Indiana. Indianapolis, Fort Wayne, and Evansville are the state's biggest cities. Okay, I remember some words about lakes. I'm going to go back and highlight those, and I'm going to remind myself what my question asks. Which lake is near Indiana? Okay, I'm going to go back and I'm going to read around where I highlighted. Indiana is one of the Great Lakes states. A small part of northern Indiana borders Lake Michigan. Oh, that's the name of a lake right there. It says Indiana borders Lake Michigan. I remember the word border and context clues, kind of talking like a wall. I think that can mean next to Lake Michigan. Okay, I found my evidence. I'm ready for step 4 when I use clue words to write my question. My question says, which lake is near Indiana? I know the answer was Lake Michigan. I need to use my clue words from the text. So I'm going to say Lake Michigan is near Indiana. I'm just going to turn it right around and use the words in my question. Okay, now we're ready to practice the second part of our skill today, which is asking a question. We're still going to use the same text about Indiana today. So I'm going to use the same text to show you an example. I am thinking of a question that I'm interested in. Nobody likes a boring question. So I'm thinking about asking a question about a detail in this text. I want it to be something that somebody can answer by highlighting text evidence. So I want this to be a really good question. So let's go back to our text. This text talks about where Indiana is, talks about the lake next to Indiana. It also talks about the other states that border Indiana, like to the south and to the east and to the west. I'm thinking there's a lot of details here in the text about the places that are next to Indiana. So I'm going to ask a question about the other states that surround or that are next to Indiana. So I'm thinking of a question word, and I'm thinking which question word would make sense. Okay, I'm going to use the word which because I'm going to ask a question about picking a state from the text. So let's start with which. I'm going to ask which state is, what should I do? I could ask about Ohio being to the east of Indiana, over here. Or I could ask about Illinois being to the west of Indiana, over here. I like that one. I think I'm going to ask about Illinois being to the west of Indiana. I think that's a really good question. I'm going to go back here. Whoops, I don't need that one. I'm going to say which state is, I'm going to use the words from the text. Which state is to the west of Indiana? Now, when a friend answers this question, they will have to look at these clue words in my question. They will have to go find evidence in the text to answer this question. That's how I know this is a really good question to ask. My question today is, which state is to the west of Indiana? And I check that I have my question mark and my capital letter when I ask a third grade question. Today, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to ask a question about the text you read today.